Good morning, Victoria Fox. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very well, and thank you so much for coming in this morning. I've been fascinated because we've done a lot for the Harndorf Resort, and we've done a lot for, well, not so much for the Convention Centre, but I've got to say, we hear so much in the way of good reports from there that you are to be, commended. And I thought, what a great way. Why don't we get Victoria in to find out what is this convention centre that in my old days, the whole place used to be known as Hoxton's, right? Now we've got the Free Gums Bistro there. We've got the actual resort and we've got the Adelaide Hills Convention Centre. So good morning, Victoria. And what do you do at the Adelaide Hills Convention Centre?
I am the General Manager of the Adelaide Hills Convention Centre. Sounds posh, doesn't it?
Does sound good.
So that is what my children call it, my fourth baby.
Mm-hmm.
And
okay.
I have been with the family since they bought the resort 4 years ago.
So this is the Sherpas?
The Sherpa family, yeah. Or actually it'll be 5 years. Nearly.
Wow. It's gone fast.
5 years next year, yeah.
That has gone really fast.
It has gone fast.
Yes,
so
indeed.
We came on board and took on the convention centre and have spent the last 4 years building it up to what it is.
Yeah. So who's on your team?
My team, I've got quite a small team. It's a fantastic team and they've pretty much been with me from the start.
Right.
So I've got Chris Manser, who's my business development manager.
Right.
Katie McRae, she's my wedding and event manager.
Very popular and very important.
Yes. Two amazing chefs, Marissa and John Greiner.
Mm-hmm. So they're a family concern?
Yeah.
Perfect.
They come in, fantastic, amazing food.
Yes.
So you really have to come up there now.
Okay.
And check it out.
All right, done. Yep.
And then we've got Steve Pearce, marketing manager.
Righto, yep.
And we've just taken on a marketing coordinator, Hannah.
Oh, God. Hey, you are they're out there everywhere, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, believe it or not, I was there at the opening of the original convention centre when it opened up, and it was a big Adelaide Convention and Tourism Authority thing back in its day. What a celebration it was, and I was extremely impressed with it back then, but it was primarily the one floor.
Yeah.
And since then, Brian's taken me through, and it's got an elevator.
It does.
And it's got the whole area out in front of it. It's been grassed and greened, and seriously, what I saw back then and what I see now are two completely different. It's a whole new paradigm. It's fantastic. And if you still remember it from the old days, I suggest that you seriously take a wander in. Go and check out the resort, check out the restaurant, but also go and check out the convention centre, because if you're looking for a place to hold a function, seriously, I think this place can handle it with its eyes closed.
It can.
Now, you're really starting to expand this because you've got an event coming up shortly with the Pacific Area Incentives and Conferences Expo, otherwise known as PACE.
Yeah, I do.
Tell me more about that.
So in about a month, I'm flying over to New Zealand with the Adelaide Convention Bureau to represent South Australia on their behalf and the Adelaide Hills region on...
Now, is Damien Kitto still there?
He is.
Okay,
yeah. And Nick Mercer, they're a great team. Very
well done.
supportive.
Yes.
So I'm going to be going and showcasing our venue and also what the region has got to offer for anyone flying over.
So this is an incentives roadshow, basically.
Pretty much.
What part of New Zealand are you going to?
Auckland.
Lovely.
And I haven't been there yet.
Haven't you? All right.
No.
So now when is this happening?
The 14th of November.
14th, okay, so it's going to be humid. All right, so just letting you know. It surprised me the first time I went there. I thought, New Zealand's going to be cold for sure. Nah. So South
really?
Island's cold, North Island's quite muggy.
Oh, is
Auckland.
it?
Yeah.
Okay,
so
I'll
it's
be
surprising.
prepared.
Yeah, you'll have a ball though. So how long are you going for? Is it a week or so?
No, it's just 1 day. So I'm I'm flying in on Sunday, and as much as I'd love to fly earlier...
Yeah, you've got other things on.
The Friday night is the SA Tourism Awards.
Right,
So
and they're holding them at...
That's in the city at the Adelaide Convention Centre.
Okay, I was going to say you've got a major coup there if you've got them up.
So, no, and being as we're a finalist in that for...
Really?
business venue, I need to be here for that.
That'll be fantastic.
Could you imagine if we win?
Yes, I know that feeling. It's a great opportunity. Been there. Great opportunity to have a hangover, to guarantee yourself a hangover the next day and be justified. So just going back to New Zealand, so you're over there just for the one day.
One day.
So what, you fly up there on the Saturday night, you're there for the Sunday, then fly back on the Monday?
No, flying the Sunday, there for the Monday for bump in and set up.
Yes.
Tuesday, back-to-back meetings, and then you've got about an hour at the end where it's open. So then you've got, 3,000 people that can come to your booth and learn about what you've got to offer.
And then flying back on the following day, I'd say you're not going back that night, so that's sensible. That is going to be huge, and I can assure you that back-to-back appointments, make sure your hearing's up to scratch. Yeah. Because it gets quite loud, and you've got so much to try and convey to people. Yeah, what are your turnaround times like? Every 5 minutes?
15 minutes.
You got 15-minute segments? That's pretty good.
15 minutes to push Adelaide Hills.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And then the last hour, we've got to design our booth so that it draws people to South Australia and the Adelaide Hills.
Yes,
so if anyone's got any ideas, let me know.
So this is Australia-wide, or is it just for South Australia?
No, Australia-wide.
Yeah, okay. Yep. I'll never forget a time I went to, and I know we're off track a little bit here, but I went to Chicago for an exhibition called ITM&E, and I thought Australia was big. And seriously, I went to one of their convention centres there, which was massive, absolutely massive. You could spend days just walking around. You wouldn't get from one end to the other. It was part of the Hilton complex. And I came to the Australia booth, and the Australia booth was literally, probably about 6 square metres in the whole place. And Adelaide was a table, or South Australia was a table in the middle. And I thought, oh my God, it's such an eye-opener, you know. And when you've got places like, there's just, the world was there. Yeah. And it just goes to show, our budgets at times, it's a tough call. Yeah. But we do, and we really bat above our weight. And I can say that you are probably really batting above your weight because, not only are you getting them to come to South Australia, but to get out of Adelaide City a little bit, to come up here to the Adelaide Hills. And we are still the 20-minute city. And 20 minutes from the city, you're here. Yeah. In the hills, in glorious Harndorf.
That's it. When they're looking for conventions or conferencing facilities, they tend to just aim for the CBDs and they don't really look outside that area much. So it's just getting ourselves out there and knowing that there is something outside.
You've got a good challenge in the sense that you're trying to get people to reverse the principle, which is get out of the CBD, but know that you're only, for the freeway, let's say 15 minutes down the road, you're into the CBD. So why not base yourself out of the CBD, have a lot of fun, and for the convention organisers or conference organisers, your audience is captive. They're not just going to slip off quickly to somewhere where you want them to. You've still got them there, and that's actually very important.
It is. They get that full delegate engagement. People are staying put, not going back for emails, not sneaking out for meetings.
Correct.
Relaxed, plenty of space, all the accommodation. So, it's all in the one spot.
Yeah, plus, at the right time of year, the Adelaide Hills is a little bit cooler than the city. You want to try it at Palm Springs or Indian Wells over in Los Angeles sometimes. I know why we used to get the good rates in August because it was so blooming hot there that no one else wanted to go out there. So tell me about your tourism awards that you've been nominated for, that you're a finalist. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. Well, we have been... that was a lot of hard work.
It is a major submission.
Yeah, it is. And Mandy Blewett has put both ours in for the business venue and also one in for the Harndorf Resort as well. They've gone in for camping and caravanning. So they're also a finalist. So it's pretty much now let's wait and see what happens on the 10th.
So if there is someone out there, which there's plenty of, you've got a business, you're interested in holding a function at the convention centre there, is there a minimum size group? What size groups can you go from and to?
You could go from 3 people, 2 people, office space. We can go up to small meetings of 15, 20, Anything really up to 400.
I was going to say, what's your maximum number?
Yeah.
So 400 delegates, 400 people. You can see where it's just the ideal wedding venue. The grounds are just absolutely stupendous, just glorious for a venue to hold. Plus, you can cater to it.
Yeah.
Which I think is one of the important parts about it. You've got all the facilities, you've got all the ability to, use your dumb waiters and your elevator lifts and stuff to get it flowing. I've been to a couple of functions there of late, and it's
have you?
Yes, and very, very, very well handled. The staff are beautiful and friendly. It would be a hard call to think of anywhere else that could handle a group so well, up to 400 people.
Yeah.
So if people want to get in touch with you, you just mentioned that you've got a new website. So where's that?
It got launched today. So
well
it's
done.
out there.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so
what's the address?
It's www.ahconventions.com.au.
AH Conventions.
Yeah, .com.au. So check it out. Brand new.
.com.au. Of course, you're on Facebook a lot too, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's very important, using social media to drive people to the website, which is great. But if anyone does want to get in touch with you, Victoria, obviously there's yourself, plus there's Steve, your marketing manager, and Hannah, and all of those people. Just give the convention centre a call, and if you can't find their number, just give us a call and we'll point you in Victoria's direction. But Victoria, thank you.
Thank
It's
you.
been lovely having a chat with you today. Have a great time over in New Zealand. I know what it's like. Everyone says, oh, you're lucky thing you go to New Zealand. You'll be knackered when you get back. You probably won't see much of New Zealand at all.
No.
I do remember days of going to America and you'd spend the whole day at LAX, the whole week at LAX, and fly back. And what did you see? You saw the airport and the inside of a hotel, and that was it. But this charming young lady's name is Victoria Fox. Remember that, because I think you're going to see her face and a lot more to do with the Adelaide Hills Convention Centre. Good luck with the Tourism Awards and all the best.
Thank you very much.
My special guest, Victoria Fox from the Adelaide Hills Convention Centre. Their new website, check it out, ahconventions.com.au. I'll be back after the news. Hills Radio, 88.9 FM, Wednesday morning, Hills Chat with me, Crash Carpenter.